also got a package from American DJ. Oh my god. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's vlog is gonna be a bit of a different one because today I am going to be answering one of my most frequently asked questions here on my channel, and that is, how do you DJ with only one deck? Vlogs, that you have probably noticed that a lot of times I'm only using one deck, or you've noticed that some of my friends that I usually work with, they're also only using one deck. Learning to DJ with only one deck is a great skill to know, because knowing this could one day save your ass if you're ever in a situation where one of your deck craps out. Or sometimes if you guys have ever worked in a club, you know that the equipment at clubs is not always in the best condition. I actually got used to this because at a club that I used to work at when I first started out DJing, they only had one CDJ, the other one was beat up. So basically I had no choice but to only use one deck. I usually work on the right deck because I am right-handed, so most of the time you'll notice that my left deck is usually off, or sometimes you'll just see me using it as a charger for my iPhone. So a lot of times you'll see me doing that, just placing my iPhone on it. Using one deck is also very popular with guys who like to scratch turntablists. They'll oftentimes only use one deck because they have one hand that they're dominant with, and they're really good at scratching with that one hand. Guys would use this method so that they can always use their right hand, their dominant hand, as the scratch hand. When it comes to the left, a lot of these guys can't do it. But be forewarned, a lot of the old school, a lot of the OG turntable, a lot of the OG DJs, they frown upon only using one deck. Every now and then on Facebook, I'll notice that some of the older DJs get really upset and they post rants about how they're seeing younger guys only use one deck. They're saying that's cheating. But I personally don't care. Technology is always moving forward, making things easier for us. And if you don't keep up with technology, it's just gonna leave you behind.
You see, in life, everything happens for a reason. It's just a natural process of evolution. See, and if you don't have what it takes, then evolution will leave you behind.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to do it on Serato DJ, and Scratch Live is basically the same interface. So if you know how to do it on Serato Scratch Live, then you know how to do it on Serato DJ, and vice versa. Today I'm going to be working on Serato DJ. So without further ado, let's get right. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you have to change a couple of settings in Scratch Live or in Serato DJ. In this case, I am using Serato DJ, so I'm going to go up here into setup, and then I am going to come down here where it says on song load, and what I'm gonna make sure that I have clicked on is instant doubles. You want to make sure that you have this turned on, so make sure you have the little check mark next to it. Like I said, in Serato Scratch Live, you just want to look to make sure that you have instant doubles turned on as well. Now I'm going to exit setup, and now I am back in my work screen. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to be using only my right deck for the CDJ, I'm going to turn this left deck into internal. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hit the internal key. Now that you have those settings in place on Serato, you're ready to start working. Now you have to make sure that the instant doubles is on, and that whichever deck you want to use is set to internal. I have both of my decks set to internal because I am using a CDJ 2000, which allows me to work in internals. This will also work if you're using controllers. Now if you aren't using controllers, or one of the newer CDJs that allows you to manipulate Serato in internal mode, then you're gonna have to keep the right deck, or whichever deck that you want to work on relative. So make sure that you have whichever deck that you want to work with on relative if you don't have a newer CDJ. But if you're running a newer CDJ or you're running a controller, that shouldn't be a problem. You can keep them both in internal mode. So now that we have those settings in place, I can start mixing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to import a song with command and right. I am on my right deck right now, and I'm just going to press play on the right deck with my regular CDJ right here. Press play. Alright, so that's playing. Now what instant doubles allows you to do is to clone the deck. So right now I am going to clone this deck into the left deck. So I'm going to do command and the left key. and that cloned my deck. So that's basically what instant doubles does, is it clones your deck. So when you drag the same song to the other deck, it's gonna pick up from the same place that the other deck is playing at. So all you have to do after that is cross it back over. So I'm gonna move the crossfader back to the left side, and now I have the right side free to work with. So let me show you that in action. So let's go back into Serato. So as you can see, the songs are lined up together. So what I'm gonna do right now is I am on the left deck and I have the other fader down. So I'm gonna bring the song up and I'm gonna mix in a new song. So now I'm free to work on this side. All right. So now I'm gonna start mixing the other song. I'm gonna bring it up. You see that? Now the song is mixed. So I'm gonna clone it over, command and the left key, and then I'm just gonna bring my crossfader across. So you see my crossfader is across. I'm gonna bring down the volume on the right deck, and as you can see, I can work here, and this track is still playing. I'm working on the CDJ, I'm moving it, and nothing's happening. And that's pretty much it. That's how you do it, and then you just keep mixing forward. So let's say when you get to the end of this song, you're ready to mix another track. What you're gonna do is you're gonna let that song ride. You're gonna bring in another song. Bam. A little off beat. Run it up. So I'm fading it out, fading it out, fading it out, fading it out, fading it out. Now, once I'm into the other song, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy it over and bam, move across. And that's pretty much it. As you can see, I have mixed with only one deck. I never even touched the left one. I'm falling to pieces. I love that record. So those are just some songs that I've pulled up, but that's pretty much it. It's no big secret. A lot of guys even go out and only buy one turntable or one CDJ because they know about this tactic. It's not hard at all. All you do is you start working on the right deck, you clone the deck, you move the crossfader to the other side, and then you're ready to start working on the other side. You look for another song, you mix the song, and then you copy the song over and you go back. It's not hard, it's not time consuming, and a lot of guys, even when they're presented with two decks, still only work with one deck. I'm one of those guys who oftentimes does this. I usually only work with one deck. It's pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's like second nature to you. You don't even think about it. You always copy it over. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that you want to make sure that your levels are all the same. You don't want to have one level up too high, because then once you cross over to the other side, you're going to notice a sound difference. So you want to make sure that your levels are around the same size. Look at that. Look at that. They're right at the same pace. So you want to make sure that when you're mixing over, you don't want to have it clip or lower in volume. So what you want to do is you just want to cross over really quick whenever you're doing this mix. This is one of the most common mistakes that I often make, is that I'll use a filter or I'll cut the bass on a song and then I'll start mixing, and then I'm working on this side, and then when I copy the song over, I forget to bring the levels back, and then I'll cross over and then I'll have the song with the filter effect. So you want to look out for that. You want to make sure that you bring all your levels back before you do the mix, because otherwise then you'll run into something like this where I copy it. See, this is how the song should sound, and then I'll cross it over and there's nothing, just because I forgot to bring the levels back. And if you have it all on track, as you can see, the tracks up there are running at the same pace. You can just, no sound difference. You see that? No sound difference. Once you cross over, you can stop this and then start working and mixing a new song. Hopefully this answered your question. I know a lot of you guys were kind of freaked out when you saw me and Blenny and Untouchable, and a lot of my friends, even when I'm at the club, a lot of you guys have always pointed out that why are we only using one deck. It's not too uncommon. A lot of guys do this. Like I said, some people do frown upon this because they call it cheating, but hey, if you're in a pinch, it's a great skill to know. Hopefully this tutorial cleared up things. I'm sorry if it wasn't very good. That is why I don't often do tutorials, because I'm not good at explaining things. Hopefully you guys got the gist of it. You can probably do this on Virtual DJ Tractor, maybe even Record Box. I'm not sure how to do it, but I'm guessing that there's probably a method within the software for you to be able to do this. If you know how to do this method on those particular platforms, be my guest and share it down in the comments below. And if you run into any issues doing it on Serato Scratch Live or Serato DJ, feel free to hit me up on Snapchat Snapchat or Instagram. I do a pretty good job of responding to you guys on those platforms. If not, just leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Yeah, buddy. Do you guys remember a few weeks ago when I told you guys that I had opened up a P.O. box and I told you guys that you were free to send me anything you wanted? And then I went 2 weeks later to go check to see if any of you guys had sent me anything, and that was really upsetting. I stayed up that whole night crying because I just wasn't feeling the love. Nobody loves me. Nothing in the P.O. box. Why? You guys are making me cry. Yesterday, I finally decided to go back to my P.O. box and see if any of you guys had sent me anything. I was like, hey, my birthday's on Monday. Maybe the nation sent me some birthday presents. So I went, and lo and behold, this time there wasn't just one thing in the P.O. box. There wasn't just 3 things in the P.O. box. There wasn't just 5 things in the P.O. box. There were 2 things in the P.O. box. Somebody sent me some Rite Aid coupons. Check this out. L'Oreal Preference hair color, only $5.88 at Rite Aid, folks. That's a good deal, and you know I like good deals. But I also got a package from American DJ. It does come from a DJ, and that's my P.O. box address, by the way. And this was sent by Jose Heredia. Did I say that right, Jose? I'm sorry if I messed up your name. Jose, you are the man. This came just in time for my birthday. My birthday is on Monday, and I was so happy that I finally got something in the P.O. box. I am so stoked for this. Thank you so much, Jose. If you guys don't know, Jose does a lot of the promo videos for American DJ. I'll link the American DJ Facebook and YouTube channel down in the description of this video. Go check them out. Jose is usually the one who is hosting those videos. Thank you so much, Jose. So let's get right into this. Let's see what's inside. Ooh, what is it? What is it? It's an American DJ bag. Oh, look at that. Look at that stitching. Ooh. Oh, and there's more. Oh, it's an American DJ backpack. Look at how nice that is. Whoa. But wait, folks, there's more. It looks like an American DJ. Whoa, these are gloves? This is like some UFC gloves. This is crazy. Oh man, Jose, you hooked it up, man. Yo, look at that. Bah, bah, bah. I love it, Max. But wait, there's more. They also sent me some American Audio stickers. Not one, but like 50 of them. Oh, this was unexpected. Thank you so much, Jose. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, feel free to leave any questions, comments, and concerns down below. Go out and buy yourself some DJ equipment by American DJ. They're like AJ Styles on this. Woo! That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to thumbs this video up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can stay up to date with all my videos. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace!